All right. Again. Hi Paolo, how are you? So this is my mixing chart of my palette, my custom curated palette that's coming out soon. So I painted this last night, and today I'm going to be painting something else entirely. I'm going to be doing some gingerbread houses, I think. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Yes, indeed. Let me know how if there's any issues with viewing. I am streaming but also recording so that I can use the footage from this stream for an edited video, but it is issuing me a warning that the bitrate is lower than the recommended, which I believe is just a symptom of me doing too many things. So I can stop the recording if it's interfering with the stream. Viewing's okay. Okay. Yeah, so like if there's any, I guess if the quality isn't what it says it is. So it should still be streaming at 1080p. But because the bitrate is lower, if there's like artifacts or something. Yeah, let me know. There might be something in the longer term that I can do about this. So I will let you know that the next, so this was the first, I was live, but on an unlisted stream. For this one, I did post it on my Discord, when I did this last night, and I'll be posting on Discord. I'll just be going live pretty frequently for the next couple weeks, just whenever I happen to be working in this space, because I'll be doing a bunch of stuff here because I'm doing Vlogmas. I need to get back in the habit of posting videos. It's important for a variety of reasons, but I've just kind of had a bit of a video block because I haven't been editing videos for so long. That's a very pixelated painting on your table. The rest is crystal clear. Okay, perfect. Yes. But you should be able to see some details within the pixels, hopefully. Anyway, I'm sorry that I started this stream a little late. I got carried away reading an article about how the story of Santa Claus probably originated in northern peoples in Siberia eating a few too many magic mushrooms, and also that the reindeer also ate magic mushrooms. So there's this whole breaking down of where all these different parts of the Santa Claus story come from and what their connection is to magic mushrooms, which is really hilarious. I will definitely be doing a video about that, but that's not my today thing. Today I am painting a gingerbread house, and this is kind of a cute thing that my assistant got on our outing this morning. So I'll put this, I'll leave it in the frame because it's pretty. Every year, my family, my mom, used to do a gingerbread house decorating party for me. So we would make gingerbread houses and decorate them. It's a big part of my childhood. So, you know, we've kept it up. I'm going to be hosting a little gingerbread party for my nephew, and a few of my studio mates' kids, in a week. But I also need to paint some new paintings for cards. I need to get some nice card appropriate work out. So I'm gonna get some cards printed, and I thought, you know what, let's get some really themed cards. So I decided that I was going to paint a little gingerbread house. And then this morning, Destiny and I went out to the thrift store to deposit a whole bunch of stuff because I'm decluttering my house, and also to take Ember around. She needs to work sometimes to tire her out. So we went in and we got a bunch of little Christmassy things, and Destiny got this for her house. She spotted this little guy. It's so cute. Look, it's a little gingerbread house. Here, I'll take the tag off. It's a little gingerbread house. Really nice and detailed. And then you open it up, and inside there's Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and a little Christmas tree. Anyway, this is great. It's a little, I guess I can have a little, my little reference painting for me here. I'm going to take this pixelated painting out of the way, and I'm going to pull out a different piece of paper, different surface to paint on. Where did I put? Aha! I have this guy, a little Paul Rubens pad. So I think I'm going to work on this. And then, do I have lead in here? Do I have a working pencil? Good question. Okay, here's a pencil. Yeah, I'll check if there's a way to edit in OBS. I kind of don't want to mess with OBS too much because whenever I touch OBS it starts changing my colors and stuff, so Output, bitrate. Oh, okay, so let's go to, I don't know why it was so low. Oh, wait, I can actually just edit that, can't I? Ooh, what if I just go to, they said 68,000? Let's go to 68,000, yes. Okay. I wonder if that fixed my thing over here. And current viewers. Should give it a go myself. Yes, please, join me. Let me just go find up my things. What was my plan here? Anyway, so I wanted to do a little view from sort of fairly close, and I'm going to do a full background. So I think I want my house to start sort of here and there, there, there. So this is going to be, let's do roof, then roof, roof maybe, roof, roof. I'm going to do a nice little 2-story house. And then we'll give it a little gable. So this is probably a more elaborate gingerbread house than, you know, we would make usually, but let's see. I'm actually going to go switch to pen because I don't like drawing in pencil. I'm just going to do pen. So there. Hi, Steven. I'm painting a gingerbread house. Not this one. This is just this is a cute little thing that my assistant found at the thrift store. It's going to be similar to this one. I really like the little wafer roof. Do any of you Canadians remember Misty Mints? Apparently they've been discontinued. It's very upsetting to me because that was my favorite thing for gingerbread houses. Apparently they are no longer a thing. They don't exist anymore. It's very upsetting. Sorry, your view might go a little bit funny for a little while. I'm just gonna try to adjust my camera so that I'm less, so my face is getting in frame a little less, okay? So this is just gonna take a moment. Where do I, okay, and we're back. I will go find my Misty Mints, yes. So they're a melt-away mint, so they're like a creamy candy that sort of melts away like a fudgy melt-away, but it's minty. And apparently they were a classic Canadian candy, and then when Hershey bought something? I looked at the ingredients, that might explain it. As in it's full of dairy? I went looking for them because I'm hosting a gingerbread house decorating party for my nephew, and trans fats. Oh, yeah. Sorry, this is nothing about this is health food, and I'm also not painting health food here. This is not your Canada food guide. I'm painting sugar and shortening covered with more sugar, glued on with sugar. Yeah, I'm hosting a gingerbread decorating party for my nephew, and I invited some of my studio mates who have kids to bring their kids, and I know that one of my studio mates has, her kid doesn't eat sugar. Like, she's been really strict about, you know, keeping him on a no sugar diet, so I checked with her and was like, so, you know, I'd love to have you, you know, you're obviously welcome at this event, but, you know, just so you're warned, you still doing no sugar? Because, this is not that. Sugar makes kids hyper, according to studies done at birthday parties. Well, I mean, sugar's just not great for you in general, so, like, I totally respect not wanting to feed your kids a bunch of sugar. I just, you know, it's clearly not a thing that, this particular event is suitable for. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, my temptation was to make this painting really large so I could get in all the details of the candy, but I don't know how much time I have for this stuff. So it is smaller. Than I might like, but that's okay. We're gonna try this, and then if I really, really like it and I want to do a larger version, I can always do that. This might be a practice, or it might be the finished painting. We're not sure. So I'm gonna do a little door here. I'm gonna start with some little round candies here. I guess I should probably, rather than just freehanding this, make some lines, huh? Yeah, let's make some lines. Another thing that I've discovered, just while figuring out my plans for this year's gingerbread party that I'm hosting, is that you can just use, ice cream cones to make. I've tried a variety of ways of making gingerbread trees, and I think ice cream cones are the way to go. So I'm going to get some ice cream cones, like sugar cones. Anyway, yes, just like at birthday parties, this is an event full of hyper children, although I think I've got a good mix this year in that one of my studio mates has a very lovely, responsible 14-year-old. And then my nephew is of course little. So I may end up adding some white ink or something on top of this to get these whites back in. I may end up just using this as a study for a larger piece. I wanted to start small with this because it takes me time to do anything bigger, but I also no, that needs to be over here, huh? So then I'll do those, do that, do this, that, some big guys there. And then I want to have, yeah, I want to put some windows over here. Yeah, so won't be super visible. Windows over there. Okay. So cool to watch all of the drawing process. Thank you. Well, one thing I'm looking forward to with my plans for Vlogmas this year is going over some of what I've done with my channel. I feel like part of what was frustrating me about video. I mean, mostly I stopped posting for a while because I was just really ill, but in as much as there's anything that I could just change that I would want to change for how I handle my videos, I really prefer, I prefer to do more painting content and less just trying out art supplies and hauls and stuff. Those videos are really easy to do, so it's really easy to fall into a process where you just do those videos. So what I'm looking forward to partially with Vlogmas is finding ways to post just painting videos, and not overthink so much with, oh yeah, I'm an art channel and like I'm gonna do swatches. Like, there will be swatching videos. I still have lots of things to swatch. I do enjoy swatching. I just, you know, it's easy to become, that's all your channel is. And I'm looking forward to finding some alternatives. Okay, and so the first thing I'm going to do is, let me get a, excellent. I will be right back with a plate. I know that YouTube doesn't like the long videos, but I enjoy just sitting in front of the TV and watching someone painting something from beginning to end. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can do painting videos. Some of them, you know, there are ways to speed it up. The retention on real time is going to be super slow, but if you cut out the pauses where I'm just talking and you speed it up a little, you can still get a lot of that good content. It's just, honestly, it's difficult to edit those videos and then to put a voiceover like a voiceover that makes sense. And there's less of a formula there than a swatching video where it's super simple to edit. And just like ongoing content, right? Content for the content mill. Yeah, so I really enjoy, I mean, I haven't been doing it so much, but I do enjoy live streams for that. And so that's actually what I'm going to be doing with my production for my Vlogmas videos is over on Discord and Patreon. I'm posting every time I go live, and it's just going to be kind of spur of the moment and spread throughout the day, so it might be really late at night or really early in the morning or whatever, and I'll just post when I'm going live and people can join me, because yeah, like I enjoy being able to chat with people when I'm live, like when I'm painting, it's nice to have company. Especially when I'm at home, like it's difficult to get into work mode at home, so it kind of helps to, you know, have that a bit of accountability that way. Okay, I am going to be right back. I need to grab a plate for mixing. Never mind, I need to rinse this plate off. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Mikey. Nice to see you again. Chat with you. The biggest question for channels if it is about entertainment or educational or supply review. Yeah, so like I probably want to be more on the educational side. I mean, not like entertainment a little bit and educational, but like I want to be more about painting than about supplies. You know, like supplies are a thing that I nerd out about sometimes, and that's fine, but it's just really, it is really easy to fall into the I'm a supply review channel trap. And it's not really my goal. Not really what I want to do. Okay. Right, let's get this going there, and what has happened here? Let's get bigger brush. Brush, bigger brush. Nowadays, everyone in the... I have not, honestly, I've not been on top of what other people are doing at all. So that's interesting. I have no clue. So I'm doing a background here, where I'm gonna do some soft lights, hopefully. Just negative painting in, like there's a tree in the background, like a real tree. And so I'm putting in a bunch of yellow. Just want to make sure that I've got enough. It's just weird. I agree, I got very full of art supplies reviews. I hear any more reviewers say ink tints are ink based. I think I'm gonna have a stroke. Well, so this is the thing, right? Like, am I gonna keep nerding out when there's new pigments? Yes, yes. But at the end of the day, like, I have enough art supplies to last me a lifetime and a half. I do not need more. Like, even, you know, there are always interesting new indie brands, like handmade paint makers. And, you know, each of them might have an interesting paint or two, but the truth is, there's nothing new in the world, right? Like, most people are just going to be making some variation of... Yeah, we all get the same pigments from the same places. We mull them with some mix of gum arabic, and maybe it's honey, maybe it's sugar syrup, maybe it's something. You gonna use oxgall or not? But, you know, there's no... It's not like anybody is revolutionizing how watercolors are made, and even if they did, I'm not sure that, you know, that's a revolution that I really wanna... that I'm really interested in. Like, I like my watercolors, I like my paints. I don't need them to be different. The conclusion, yeah, you can paint with it and it works. Yes, exactly. Like, this is not anything new in the world. If there's something that I'm curious about, yeah, I'm probably gonna go get it. I'm probably gonna review it, but like, yes, can you paint with it? Yes. Is it gonna revolutionize your painting? No. Nothing's gonna revolutionize your painting except painting more. So this end is going to get cut off at some point, and over here, and I'm not sure exactly where, so I am painting it out, but realistically for and in fact, I'm gonna go throw some of this on there. Oh, yep, right into that tree. Let's get something that'll spread a little bit more so we can. Okay. It's like they just watch other people's review, parrot the same thing. It really aggravates me, and I have unsubscribed from a lot of channels. I've not unsubscribed from anyone in particular. I just, I mean, to be honest, I just have not had the time or patience or anything to really deal with too much. Why is this one so high up? It needs to go down lower. Or else this needs to get turned. Yeah, this needs to get turned like that. Okay. Like that. Like that. Alright. So that's there. And now I can start figuring out what color my actual gingerbread is. Let's see. I want some nice kind of brown. That's too. Let's see, where can I get? Is this it's not granulating though. I'm gonna need to add some granulation, some texture in here. Get me some granulation. Okay, I'm gonna start quite light. She says going in nice and dark. I should make some gingerbread as I really love the flavor. It's not very common over here. It is super common over here, but homemade is always better than store-bought. This store-bought stuff tends to, well, I mean, a lot of, especially if you get like the house kits or like the really cheap, like little gingerbread men and stuff, what they tend to be is like really low on spices. You'll get quite bland gingerbread. As always, I can't resist putting paint down before planning out what I'm doing fully, so that's always fun. Today I had a gingerbread from that coffee shop. Wasn't bad, but I'm not sure I'll have it again. I don't think I really like the gingerbread lattes, to be honest. They're, not sure what it is. Too sweet, I think? Too sweet, and I'm not sure that coffee and gingerbread are a combination that I'm 100% on board with. So this one I'm just going to put here. Rather artificial in taste. Yeah, something about like liquid cinnamon being yeah, I think I'm probably actually going to end up adding quite a bit of gouache to this to get the candy all candy looking. But I'm starting with gingerbread, and the granulation of watercolor is really going to help with that. So, nope, that is way too dark though. So we're gonna pick that up over here. It wasn't too sweet. Too much cinnamon, maybe. Yeah, and it's like, it's the liquid cinnamon flavoring stuff that... Like, I like cinnamon hearts, but it's not, like, cinnamon hearts are not the same as cinnamon in a baked good, and so when you've got a drink, they use... The cinnamon syrup tastes like cinnamon hearts, not like cinnamon. I also just don't know if, yeah, it's like, you know, coffee's a kind of a strong flavor. Coffee and chocolate, great. Coffee and eggnog, actually great. Coffee and gingerbread, not sure that I want ginger in my coffee. Let's see. If I do some kind of a... this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, I'm gonna go back to figuring out what my little side of my windows might be. So So maybe I'll have some candies around these ones. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some white many things. Flavored lattes from Starbucks hardly taste like coffee. I love coffee, but when I want something sweet, like a dessert, it's a good option. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. I just feel like that little taste of coffee they do have maybe clashes with some of the flavors. I mean, frankly, I feel the same about, you know, pumpkin spice lattes. Where it's like, I like pumpkin pie. Love it. Don't really want it in my coffee. So I'm still hopping around. This is kind of neat because I don't have a reference, and I'm just sort of improvising to a huge extent. I did sketch some things out before starting in a sketchbook that I don't have here. Okay, I need a quick washroom. I will be right back. Oh, Ember. Oh, and I'm on Top Chat again. Why am I on Top Chat? Live chat, please. So, Canadian Thanksgiving was last month. This weekend is American Thanksgiving. Or rather, I guess yesterday was, and yeah, however, we didn't do Canadian Thanksgiving with Jordan's family as we usually would, because his niece was ill. So we're celebrating Thanksmas with his family tomorrow. And I'm a little bit anxious because there's been some drama around my service dog. Maybe it's drama. Maybe it's just been a misunderstanding. I'm hoping that it's just been a misunderstanding, but in any case, I find myself oddly nervous about her behavior, even though she is, I don't have any problem bringing her to the grocery store, to the doctor's office, to museums. She's been on flights with me, and yet I find myself weirdly nervous about what should be a non-issue. I compared the two. We're still here, just quiet. Yeah. All I see about Thanksgiving is Black Friday. Has anyone seen anything worth checking? Like in terms of Black Friday? Not really. I mean, to be honest, it feels like Black Friday started in Canada, you know, we've been celebrating Black Friday, which doesn't make any sense in Canada because our Thanksgiving is on a Monday. So, yeah, Black Friday is just like nonsense here. And yet, it was like as soon as Halloween was over, now we're just going to talk about Black Friday. And I imagine that not only did Black Friday start nearly a month ago, but it's going to go on for another month. Until we get to our actual, like, equivalent, which is Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. The whole thing is ridiculous. But me some books for some boots for Christmas. Yeah, I've not seen anything particular. I don't think that there's really such a thing. Like, you know, there's always some sale or another. If you need the thing, you need the thing, and if not, you know. Let's see, maybe we should put some little glow of some indoor light in here. Let's go with this. Then in here, yeah. I'm gonna pretend, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna make it icing actually. I'm gonna make it icing like this. And like this. Like this. And like that. And then inside, gonna, yeah, flood blue. This. It's been a while since I've just painted whatever. Just no reference, no plan, no. I mean, I have a plan, but not very specific goals. It's fun. Gabor, have you been specifically postponing buying things, like waiting for Black Friday or a sale, or just, not now, not now, not now? for digital purchases, I like to get these things during Black Friday or Christmas. If I need something, I buy it when I need it, but if it's something like, ooh, shiny, then there's usually a sale once or twice a year. Yes. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I've been too naughty about, ooh, shiny, with a lot of things. I need to get back in the habit of just not buying things at all. Because, you know, few things actually need to be bought. Off to annoy other living humans. Bye! Large tins of pencils for the price of the set, one size down. I almost tempted myself with some light fast pencils. Then I checked CastArt and Caran d'Ache 100 set was cheaper than the Derwent, so I bought neither. Wait, CastArt has Caran d'Ache Luminance cheaper than Derwent? The Luminance or the, like, Pablo or something? Because if they've got Luminance cheaper than Derwent, then, that's tempting. I don't use colored pencils that much. I actually sold my... I had, what are they? Oh, man. The other big brand. What's the other big brand? Not Prismacolor. The other one. Damn it. What was this? This was not... Hey, no. What am I doing? Need to scoop up some of this pigment. What was I doing over here? Not ideal. Luminance, 295 pounds for the 100 set. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I mean, I get that that's a good price for it, but yeah, ouch. I'm thinking about the Who for something like 200. I regret buying the Arteza marker without the brush tip. Yeah, I don't use colored pencils a huge amount. Really only occasionally for like really rough layouts where I don't want to get out watercolors because they are wet. And then I don't use very many colors. I've stopped using colored pencils for actual illustration where I'd want to get a whole bunch of pencils. So as tempting as like, oh yeah, let's get the big set of whatever is, it doesn't actually, I don't think, make sense for me to get in any case, but I do like the Luminance colored pencils a lot. I just don't like working with colored pencils, so, you know, nice or not, still not what I need. Well, that all sounds very responsible, Gabber. I'm not, I think you've made the right choice on all of these things. No reason to spend money that you don't need to spend. Okay, and then, let's see, I want to take this and go here, a little bit more this. And then we're going to just do a little bit more here. And if I just yep, yeah, right out a little. Good. Get it a little bit closer so you can see a little bit more detail there. This house doesn't look structurally solid. It is not. I've deliberately made it kind of like it is sort of wonky. Which, for sure, gingerbread houses often are. And then on top of it, I've got my perspective. Like, I chose a really weird perspective, and then I screwed it up, which makes it even wonkier. Like, I designed it, you know, I wanted it to be a little bit playful, a little bit wonky, a little bit not a real house. But I also wanted, but I also just, as it turns out, I'm a better artist than I am a civil engineer, and part of it is, if I'm just drawing perspective by rules, I'm not so great at it. I'm pretty good at, you know, at painting what I see so I can do perspective reasonably well in the context of like sketching an existing building. But if I'm just making it up and following rules, no, not so much. And it shows. And so, yeah, that's what's going on here. . some of it will look less wonky once I've got some of the details in, for sure. Like this part back here. And I just need to, like, I need to sort out making it clear where because the edge of this roof is actually here. And then, yeah. So like anything you see there is all part of this section here, which would be in deep shadow. So we're gonna, like, some of this wonkiness will go away, some of it won't. It'll still be both structurally poorly designed, and also you know, there's also mistakes in rendering perspective here. Like there's the deliberate mistake, and then there's non-deliberate mistakes on top of it. There's definitely like really big gingerbread house competitions where, you know, the stuff that people come up with in the world of gingerbread houses is kind of wild. Corner of the paper and just the perspective like in Photoshop. Yes, yeah, so this corner is wrong and I need to fix it, but like there's gonna be icicles coming down to here because this corner needs to be down here. And then this ought to be a little bit higher up here. Some of that I'm going to fix and some of that I'm just not going to fix. Some of that is just going to be bad. And then in here, the shading is throwing it. And over here, the shading is throwing it. But basically, the roof extends out to past this little, so there's a bump out here. Little gable. And the roof extends quite a bit past the end of this I mean, maybe that's the way to do it, is you put a little support there, right? There's basically like, yeah, like maybe that's it. Maybe I put a little candy cane there too, and there. And there. Nope, I don't like it. I'm not actually going to draw those candy canes. Well, I'm not sure actually, because I just penned them in, but... For a while I wanted to get into concept art as a hobby, but most tutorials on YouTube show how much alterations they make that isn't possible in traditional media. I mean, yes and no. Traditional concept art is a thing, and it's just, it's like working quickly in fluid lines. Right? Instead of correcting things, like, forget the eraser, just redraw. But yeah, there's a little bit of deliberate wonkiness because, I mean, building gingerbread houses, you're going to end up with some wonkiness. You're building them out of cookies. The cookies change shape in the oven. Then you assemble them. You try to prop them up. You're holding your glue, like your mortar is sugar. There are definitely some very, you know, precise gingerbread houses out in the world, but the average person making a gingerbread house is not producing them. So gingerbread houses are a little bit wonky, and then I kind of wanted the art to match in a way, like to have this like, oh, this is clearly, you know, hand-drawn. It's not a photograph of a gingerbread house. It's a little bit playful, like the whole concept's a little bit playful, so let's make it a little bit playful. But yeah, there's, on top of it, there's a, like, there are people who are a lot better at this type of drawing than I am. Okay, and then I'm gonna take some, let's see, let's get some nice dark blue. Yeah, nice dark blue, nice dark blue. And then we're just going to start Redrawing is my enemy. Well, yeah, then traditional and concept art together are just not going to work for you, I think. Because traditional concept art, as far as I can tell, is just like, what can you draw in, 30 seconds? That one's not great. Redraw. And people get really good at drawing construction lines really quickly, and then, nope, don't like it, move on to the next one. Yep. Come on in. Hi.
Just text me about Monday. I'm heading out. Dinner's almost due.
Okay, I don't think I need you on Monday, but Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Yep.
Sounds good.
See you at 1 on Tuesday. I'll tell you where. I'll text you.
Okay, sounds good.
I assumed that you weren't criticizing super hard, but I just wanted to explain what I'm trying to do here. Given that I was a civil engineer at some point, I had to clarify that I do, in fact, understand how building codes work. Even if I choose not to respect them. There are some crazy gingerbread building competitions, though. People make some really wild things. So this is still a technique that I'm very unfamiliar with, is like creating these soft focus things. Woo. Negative painting, yes, but trying to get them to bleed in. Yep, that's gonna need to be a lot less loud, isn't it? Okay, let's get some deeper blue in here. Getting late. Yep. I'm actually I should probably go have dinner. And I will, I'll see what I feel like afterwards, because I may come back and do a off the record stream some more of this later. You know what? I'm kind of loving this crazy thing that's happening here. But I will, yeah, I'll finish this off later. But I am having fun with it. Yeah, that background's looking great. Okay, I will be back. I'm looking forward to what this all will turn into. It's looking kind of crazy and wonderful. But yeah, I'll yeah, I don't know if it'll be later today or maybe tomorrow morning. I might come back to this and we'll turn on a stream when I do, but I'll only announce it on Discord, and it won't be public, because this is also probably going to turn into a portion of a vloggy thing for Vlogmas. So, yeah. If you are on Discord, yeah, turn your notifications on. You'll get a notification whenever I go live with my Vlogmas filming. Otherwise, join my Discord. Link is in the description. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.